I'm Brett Adam, Chief Technology Officer and Senior Vice President of Engineering here at RPath. And I'd like to talk to you a little bit about one of the sort of architectural features of our product when it comes to really distributing software across scale. And what do I mean by that? Well, when you think about cloud computing, you think about large-scale virtualization, or even just very large physical deployment environments, and our technology is capable of dealing with all three simultaneously, you start to realize that there's not just one data center or one location where you're going to be deploying software. In fact, most customers today, either for distribution reasons, geographic reasons, for fault tolerance and high availability reasons, they end up with multiple logical data center partitions across the environment, where they're going to have running servers with all sorts of different applications deployed on them. One of the key features that RPath has always had in our product from day one was the ability for a piece of software that you assemble into a self-contained deployable system. It could be tens of thousands of software components and their associated configurations, for you to be able to distribute that set of software elements to multiple locations. Because part of our product is that we have a repository that stores versioned sets of what we call models or blueprints. We also built that repository technology from day one to be a distributed repository technology, so that you can actually have instances of repositories in multiple locations, and we will automatically propagate changes to each of those repositories as part of our software distribution capabilities. This gives you the ability to have systems update themselves when necessary from those local environments without having to talk back perhaps over a wide area network connection. It also gives you the ability to have perhaps different firewall architectures here. It gives you the ability perhaps to even have these be different customers. We started our business about 6 years ago actually delivering the capability for a software vendor to assemble and publish appliances, self-contained, fully updatable systems to customers in different locations. And so that's why we built this from day one as a distributed product. Really important point too, when we push a new version of a model, let's say this is the next version, version 2, what we propagate across the networks to all of these different repositories is we just propagate the changes. So this is a highly efficient way to distribute software. We're distributing just the delta, if you will, between each subsequent version so that we can upgrade that repository content from version 1 to version 2 in each of those locations. We also provide, built into the technology, the ability for you to coordinate making those versions available so that each of those changes makes its way across the repository, and then when all of those repositories have received that update, we can simultaneously make it visible to the systems within each deployment partition so that you can actually coordinate simultaneous update and availability of those changes to those deployed systems, despite the fact that they're geographically dispersed. A lot of other capabilities in the RPath product with respect to software distribution. This is the fundamental architecture behind the scenes.